And so we have initiated with a new companion by the name of Al-Barra ibn Malik radiallahu anhu. And he was the brother of Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu. Al-Barra ibn Malik. He was a fearless warrior, a hero amongst the Muslims. And he is an Ansari. He's from Medina radiallahu anhu. His heroism and stories of him being a fearless warrior, it got to the point where Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu said to all the governors, to all the Muslim governors, never let Al-Barra ibn Malik lead an army. Never let him lead a cavalry. Never let him lead an infantry. Never ever let him lead an army. We knew the stories of Khalid ibn Walid becoming, he was an Amir, and then Usama bin Zayd was an Amir, and many other Sahaba, Ridwanullahi alayhim, they were Amir. But Umar said, never let Al-Barra ibn Malik lead an army, become an Amir of an army. You know why? Because Umar said, I fear that Al-Barra ibn Malik will lead the army to destruction. Why? Because Al-Barra ibn Malik was too brave. He was too brave. Like he would like, come on, let's go, without thinking much. He would like lead army to destruction. That's what Umar feared. Because he was too brave. Not because he was not good, but he was too good. That's why Umar ibn Khattab said, do not let him lead an army. Otherwise, I fear that the Muslims will be led into destruction. And so the story of Al-Barra ibn Malik was that he was not a person who was pleasing to the eye. No. As how he was described, he got this, what they call it as curly hair, and he was skinny, he got a pale skin, and it's not interesting. To the point that if someone were to look at him, to have a glance at him, people will then look away. Would look away and not be mesmerized or admired to look at him. People see him and then will be like, nah. People will not focus on someone of such criteria and attributes. And so his story of heroism was too much. So much so that even the writer, the author of this book said that if I were to write down the story of Al-Barra ibn Malik, لَطَالَ الْكَلَامِ وَضَاقَ الْمَقَامِ, he said. The story would have been too lengthy and there'll be no space to tell the story of Al-Barra ibn Malik. And so he said, I decided to share one of the many stories of Al-Barra ibn Malik, and that story would then represent the many stories of Al-Barra ibn Malik, of how he was as a warrior. The story began in the beginning of when the Prophet ﷺ, the beginning of the demise of the Prophet, when the Prophet passed on, ﷺ, there were many tribes of the Arab tribes who left Islam and went into apostasy. They become murtad. So the Muslims who were really Muslims were only left with the people of Makkah, people of Medina, and people of Ta'if. Otherwise, and a bit of here and there. Some of them whom Allah has granted them steadfastness in the deen. But then other than those people, many have left the religion. It was a big fitna. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he needed to prepare 11 armies to wage war against those who went into apostasy, who became murtad. And for every 11 army, he appointed a leader and gave the leader a flag. And 11 armies were sent across all the Arabian Peninsula. And one of the biggest enemy at that point of time was in the Battle of Al-Yamamah, an Arab tribe of Banu Hanifa, led by a person who claimed prophethood. And he was who? Musaylama al-Kadhdhab. Musaylama al-Kadhdhab, he had an army of 40,000 armies. Veteran armies. They are no normal people, no, but they are like really soldiers. They are not farmers who were called up, to attend war, and they are not like merchants who come and, come and join. No, 40,000 well-trained soldiers. Musaylam al-Kadhdhab. And this guy, this fake prophet, he claimed prophethood, and he was from this Banu Hanifa, which was under a bigger tribe called Banu Rabi'ah. Now, the people of his people, the followers of Musaylam al-Kadhab, they knew that Musaylam al-Kadhab was fake. They knew. They said, I bear witness that Musaylama is a fake, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the true messenger, they said. But, you see, this is the problem. They said, but the fake of someone from our tribe, the tribe of Rabi'ah, is more beloved to us than the truthfulness of someone from the tribe of Mudar, which was the tribe of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So all this was sparked and ignited by what? It was just mere fanaticism. It's just because you're from the same Kabila, then you supported this fake person, even though you know that's fake. Like, because you're a Singaporean, so you support Singaporean. Because you're from India, you support India. Because from Bangladesh, Bangladesh. Pakistan, Pakistan. Even though you know it's fake and wrong, you still support. This is bad, right? This is called al-asabiyah in Arabic. That is fanaticism. People were blinded by it. They were blinded by the truth. They mixed up the haqq with batil. And so they fought, and it was not even a jihad. It was not even a jihad. They were fighting for fanaticism. And so we have the army of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu fighting against one of the many enemies at that point of time. Got 11 enemies. One of them was the enemy or the army of Musaylama al-Kadhab. And so that was the prefix